So he had his sports physical in the summer, and the doctor noticed that he had some curvature, had some rotation in his spine. And he just commented that this is something we just need to keep an eye on.
And then it was probably sometime a year or so later when we noticed him walking around the house without a shirt on, that something didn't look right. So at that point, we had a family friend of ours who was a chiropractor, and we took Seth to see her and take a look at it.
So she took us right away into her office and took an x-ray. And I think at that time, he might have been in the low 30s. His degree, it's a thoracic curve only. And we learned of a Facebook group that was a support for parents with children with scoliosis. And then it was through this Facebook group that we learned about Shriners. And the more we read about VBT, we saw that this was the solution for Seth.
We sort of did a lot of the pioneer work here, and it really landed on something called vertebral body tethering. And what it is, it's a growth modulation procedure. So we're kind of trying to harness the remaining growth of the child. The nice part about it is you're not actually fusing the vertebrae. You're allowing the vertebrae to continue to move. They're the screws that are placed into the spine and the front of the chest through these small little ports on the side. That's done all via thoracoscopic cameras. Does not fuse the bones together, so they're connected by a flexible cord, so that will allow those motion segments to be preserved. And that's, we think, will have better implications over the long term.
It was scary, but being with Dr. Pays and his staff, I felt a little more comfortable. You can definitely tell that they know what they're doing and they're experts in their field. And I felt very comfortable being with them. So that gave me a little more assurance that my outcome was going to be good.
When it was over, Dr. Pace came out and he had some x-rays for us to keep and showed us the progress that Seth had. To see the change, he had x-rays from before and x-rays after. We were so thankful that he had that opportunity.
Now after VBT, he can do anything he wants. It's fantastic. Because of Shriners Hospital, makes that all possible. And I'm forever thankful for that.
And after my surgery, since I couldn't play football or, my options were a little bit more limited, I went to golf. I want to play in the state tournament this year, do very well there, and then make my way up to the D1 golf level. And hopefully that will help me propel myself to the professional level and play either on mini tours or maybe as an instructor.
I think he has a natural born leadership quality to him, and that's what kind of makes him such a great fit to be in this position.
I would just want his legacy to be, you can do anything that you'll put your mind to, and that you can work hard and make those goals become a reality if you're dedicated to it. And even some circumstances that could be discouraging, you can turn them around and really work them to your benefit.
And I think his attitude is, he's always had a pleasant disposition. So I think happiness is something he'll always have.
Mostly I'm just proud of him. I'm proud of the way he's handled the challenges that he's faced. I'm proud of the young man he's turned out to be.
Shriners has given me a lot. Without them, I couldn't do half the things that I can do today. And I feel that there's just no way that I can give back enough. But this is a start. I want to be remembered as a hardworking person who could get along with a lot of different people, but also as a guy who was very strong in his faith and did a lot of good works for people and for himself.